tell us the difference between a will and a living will. What do people need to make sure they're aware of?
Okay, it's a common question we get, and the living will is kind of an interchangeable term. You'll hear it several times referred to many different things, but even at our office we refer to them as a durable power of attorney with a healthcare directive in it. And a regular will, or a last will and testament, that's the one that we all hear of, that when someone passes away, that entails all their wishes and requests in it. The living will is going to handle things while they're still alive, but they're unable to make their decisions on their own, and that could be from anything to mental illness to age, any kind of incapacity, even prison. The living will directives could even take over situations where if you're in the hospital and you were to go into a coma or anything like that, the doctor says there's no hope, that you'll be brain damaged. At that point, whoever you've given your power of attorney to in the healthcare directive can actually make that decision for you, and it wouldn't just be left up to anybody.
Well, I was going to say, how important is it to have a will? If somebody's watching, they're thinking, well, I don't have an estate, I don't have a ton of things to leave. How important is it that they still consider getting a will?
I try and scream it from the mountaintops for everybody to get one, and people may think, oh, that's an attorney wanting to drum up some business for herself, and in actuality, an attorney will get more business if you don't have a will. A will is fairly simple, fairly inexpensive, and you can take care of the majority of things within 10 or 15 minutes and talking to an attorney and giving your information over, rather than leaving it for your relatives to have to deal with. It's very important, and I believe that stat that we'd read earlier, but 70% of Alabamians don't have a will, and I would believe it. I believe it, and it's amazing to me how many people believe that their power of attorney actually will conduct anything after somebody passes away, and that's not the case. The power of attorney extinguishes upon death. The will takes over afterwards.